Hmm.
Yeah, hi Dipanshu.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
So, so myself first, I'm Madhu, and I'm having like it's around 5 years of experience into analytics. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
mainly my domain projects are like working at like sales, finance, as well as uh, some kind of supply chain and manufacturing. These are the domains I've been working since long time in
Hmm.
MNC. So now I'm the interviewer. I just want to ask you a few of the questions. The requirement for this position is mostly regarding on top of SQL, Power BI, Advanced Excel. Okay,
Hmm.
and if you know Python little bit, which is going to add advantages to you. Okay, this is our requirement, and
Hmm.
please introduce yourself. Walk through your journey, data journey, something in analytics.
So, hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking about your introduction, self introduction. Could you please
Oh, okay.
introduce to me?
Yes, sir. So my name is Dipanshu Gupta, and I have done my graduation in BA Honors Economics from Delhi College of Arts and Commerce, which is affiliated with Delhi University. Over the past 8 to 9 months, I have been preparing for the data analyst tools and skills, where I have learned Microsoft Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Python. In Python, I have learned Pandas library for data cleaning and automations. And using these tools and skills, I have built multiple projects on different domains like financial service domain, retail, and then e-commerce domain also, and last is sales domain. The real business problem that I have solved related to business using the data are like digital fraud transaction analysis, then bank churn analysis, then customer complaints analysis, and on e-commerce food delivery revenue analysis. And what excites me about data analysis is like how to using a structured form, using a structured way of solving the problem through data, like asking the questions by verifying the questions by asking questions, and then data validation, then data cleaning transformation, and within the data, like I like to find the patterns and trends that are hidden within the data,
Mm-hmm.
and in generating insights and sharing those with the non-tech stakeholders you without using heavy jargons in a simplified way.
Okay. You said you worked on multiple domains, right? Multiple domain projects.
Projects, yes.
Yes. May I know what kind of domains? Could you please let me know once again?
Sir, most of the projects that I made are on financial service domain,
Huh.
like digital fraud transaction analysis, and then we have bank churn analysis, and one was customer complaint analysis. So, and other like I have also made a SQL case study on food delivery revenue analysis
Mm-hmm.
project,
Okay.
and this all like customers cleaning data using Python that I mentioned in the resume.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what was the problem statement of your project? One of the projects which you have gone through, like which you have done. So, could you please let me know what was the problem
Okay.
statement and what are the things you have done on top of that particular project? Okay, from the starting to until complete of the projects, what was the solutions you bring out for the business?
Okay. So wait, let me. Sir, am I visible?
Yes, yes, everything is fine.
Okay. So let me start with the. Let me tell you about the bank lot that digital fraud transaction analysis. Let me start with the business context and problem. Then I will proceed further. So as we know, post COVID, post coronavirus, the digital transaction has not only become popular among the youth population, but also it is gaining popularity among the old age people also. And these digital transactions are not only provided by the payment companies like PhonePe, BharatPe, Google Pay, but these days there are also provided by e-commerce and retail companies also.
Hmm.
And these companies, they process thousands, lakh, and even crores of transactions every day.
Okay.
So if they are processing such heavy volume of transaction, then it is not necessary that the all the payments are going to be genuine. There are some fake payments or fraud payments also,
Hmm.
and we must understand even a small percentage of the fraud transaction may not only lead to the huge financial loss in monetary terms like crores of transaction, but the main thing that they cause is they erode the customer trust for the financial companies.
Hmm.
So I decided to analyze the data sets where I analyze this problem,
Hmm.
where I have done the analysis on digital transaction analysis on 7,500
Okay.
customer transaction records. It is basically a SQL case study. So the main objective of this problem was to identify the hidden patterns within the data. What
Okay.
was the hidden fraudulent patterns and the trend that is going on within the data set.
Hmm.
And third objective was to answer all the stakeholder relevant questions so that they would analyze the problem and make some wise business decisions regarding this fraud transaction analysis.
Okay.
So I started the analysis with loading the data. First, I created the table inside the database,
Hmm.
and then I imported the data through CSV file. So there were 7,500 transaction records
Hmm.
were there. So then after loading the data and like table creation schema and loading the data,
Hmm.
the first step I did was data validation and then data cleaning I did. And after cleaning the data and not cleaning the data and validating the data,
Hmm.
uh, I defined the KPIs. The key KPIs that I defined was the fraud rate, the total money lost, the total amount of money lost that was due to fraud transaction,
Hmm.
then the international transaction, then
Hmm.
average transaction fraud
Okay.
transaction amount.
Okay.
So these were the KPIs that I tracked. Now
Hmm.
after defining the key metrics,
Hmm.
the next step was doing the root cause analysis, means finding the patterns behind the data. What was the reason, what the factors that were impacting the fraud. So first I started with the payment
Just yeah,
analysis.
yeah, yeah. I got it. I
Analysis.
got it. I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want only simple answers like what was the problem statement? Okay. So what kind of things you have done in simple way? Okay. And what solutions you bring to the table for business? Just let me know in the 3 lines.
Okay, sir. So I have to again have to do answer the problem statement.
No, 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 not required. But let me know like what was the solution you bring to the table, like for business.
Sir,
We understood.
so let's start. I should start with the analysis part. May I?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I did the analysis on payment mode analysis, then geographic and device analysis,
Hmm.
device type analysis, and basically I'm telling about the what are root cause analysis. Then I did the transaction behavior analysis and time based analysis.
Okay.
So
Do you
these were
understand?
the
Yeah. Do you understand what solutions you brought for business? Something.
yes sir, yes sir,
What
sir.
was the solution then? I
So
don't.
first, so you are asking about the business recommendation that I
Yeah,
gave.
recommendation law. For example,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
solution.
okay.
So, for example, we
So,
had a problem, right? So,
mm-hmm.
we had one problem. You done some
Mm.
projects like cleaning data and making dashboards or something, or else writing the queries on top of the SQL. So, but
Yes.
eventually you should solve some problem, right? Why you are doing all those stuff? So, what was the
Sorry.
solution for that project? I mean, what was the solution for that particular problem statement which you have bring to
Okay.
the table?
Okay, sir. Let me tell you one by one. I have multiple business recommendation. Like it was 4 to 5 recommendation that I have documented at the last of part of the analysis. So may I tell them one by one?
Just one to just which is enough.
Okay, so after finding that the payment, after doing the payment board analysis, I found that the credit card payment board was fraud transaction volume. So
Hmm.
I recommended that there must be a OTP based verification must be there for
Okay.
this type of transaction. Then
Hmm.
second, using the transactional behavior, like analyzing the transactional behavior of the data,
Hmm.
I found that any from any account, if there are more than three failed attempts within the 24 hours, it should be flagged. It should be flagged as into the category of fraud, or we should red flag them. We should means do the extra analysis, or there must be extra confirmation,
Hmm. 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 Okay.
and then
Hmm.
or I have also find that any flag, any account whom the login activity is more than 5 attempts,
Hmm.
that account will also be flagged, and there must be a two-step verification must be there. And then the
Okay.
third, and there must be a time-based monitoring. There
Hmm.
must be a extra monitoring during the peak fraud hours. The peak fraud hours that I found was 2 p.m., 7 p.m., and 6 p.m. So there must be extra monitoring by the risk team as well as the operation team. And the
Hmm.
fourth recommendation I want to give was regarding the geographical. I found that in the Hyderabad,
Hmm.
there was the fraud volume was so much, like maximum among all the cities. So
Okay.
there must be a camping launch
Okay.
for
Got it.
regarding
Got it. Got it.
digital fraud service.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Your recommendations. So now
Yes.
let's go back to like which is technical round of interview. Okay. So technical question
Yes.
I'm going to ask you. I understood regarding your project. So for example, you have done project on top of SQL, right?
Yes.
So in SQL, what kind of queries you use to write in your projects, like mostly joins or anything something?
Yes, sir. Sir, for segmenting the digital transaction into multiple like payment type, or login type, or any like geographical type, I use the statement function. Using the case statement, I created the bands, or we can say buckets, to
Mm-hmm.
segment the transaction into various what we call into various categories
Mm-hmm.
for doing the root cause analysis. Like we can separately uh, segment those transaction and do the analysis, can able to find the trends and patterns, hidden patterns,
Okay, got it, got it. So I just want to
and
ask you,
other.
yeah, I just want to ask you a few technical questions. Like I just want to ask you basic interview questions. Like for example, so you know difference between where clause and having clause?
Where clause, yes, sir. So where clause, it is used to filter all the records based on a particular condition,
Hmm.
while having clause is used to filter the grouped after doing the aggregations. For example, where if we want to return
Hmm.
all the records having salary greater than 5,000, okay, or any where country belongs to India, so in that case it is usually used for the filtration purpose, while having is used is it filters the group, but after doing the aggregation we cannot use aggregation along with the where clause.
Okay, could you give me one example?
Having clause ka.
So where clause, having clause. I just want one example.
Sir, where clause, like I've told that if we want to return, for example, if we have the large data set,
Hmm.
okay, and if we want to do the analysis on all the records that belongs to country India or region North, then we can use the where clause where the region is equals to North, okay. And for having clause, so having clause is used for identifying the multiple duplicate values. If we
Okay.
want to know that how many duplicate emails are present,
Hmm.
okay,
Okay.
then we can first aggregate the data and then filter the group grouped records, like
Okay.
finding the duplicates. It is used one of the key application of having clause.
Okay. So for example, we had employees, okay?
Hmm.
Okay. I just want to find out second highest salary from the employees from the each department.
From each department, okay.
Yeah. So could you please able to write query if you know? If you doesn't know, just let me know. I will pass the question. So we will go ahead with the
No,
next.
no, sir, I know. So we have to, the question is I have to in each department I have to.
Firstly, you can just try to write the second highest salary from the employees table, okay?
from the employees second highest salary.
Yes.
Okay, so sir, we have, sir, the first thing is we will select the maximum salary from the employees
Just write,
table,
just write in the I mean message box. Okay, there is a message
right?
box in on top
Okay,
of
okay.
your screen.
Message box.
See, I just make it text.
Okay, 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 okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, sir, I have done. I have shared you the solution. Let me explain. Sir, here I have used the subquery. So subquery is like a query within the query in which the inner query get executed first. Like first it will select the maximum salary from the employees. Then outer query, then next the outer query will will return. It will compare the second salary. Sorry. It will compare the salary second highest like other salary from the second, so from the maximum salary and return the second highest salary.
Okay. First, which query is going to execute?
Sir, what?
I'm
Sir,
asking which.
inner query will be executed.
Okay. Okay. On top of that, then outer query, right?
Yes, sir, outer query. Based on that inner one, it will return the record the second highest salary.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So nice. So I just want to ask you a few more questions. Like, could you please able to explain like inner left join? What does it mean by inner join and left join versus like? I just want to know the difference inner join left join.
Okay, okay, sir. So inner join, sir, when we use the inner join, it returns the all the intersecting records.
Okay.
Like if you want to return all the common records between the both the tables, then we will be using the inner join. And if we want to return all the records from the left table,
Hmm.
from the left tables, and along with the adjoining, the like in adjoining the common records between the both tables. And if there are no joining between the tables, that sorry, not joining, there are no records, common records between both the tables, it simply returns the null
Mm-hmm.
record, the null values.
Okay. Could you able to give me one example for each inner join and left join?
Inner join, yes, sir. So inner join, for example, we have two tables.
Hmm.
One is employee table, and second one is manager table. If we want
Hmm.
that, if we want to return the records in which, like question is return all the records who in which the employees have the managers. So in
Hmm.
that case, we will be using the inner join. Okay, between both the tables, like
Hmm.
between employee and manager table. But if we want to know the return all the records in which employees do not have any managers. So in that case,
Hmm.
we can use the left join. Or left join, the best example if the order is not placed. You remember
Hmm.
customers
Okay.
in the transaction who have not placed the records. So can we use the left join function?
Okay.
Null
Okay.
handling is mostly used.
Okay. So what is window functions and give me use cases of row number, rank as well as sum over.
Sum over.
Yeah.
Okay. So window function is basically what it does is uh, window function is used for calculation purpose.
Hmm.
It first calculates the value, but it does not collapse the like it does not collapse the group like records like what we see in case of group by function.
Hmm.
So we can able to do the detailed ways, like we can do the trend analysis also. We can it provide extra information beyond calculation.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. And there are mainly three major like key functions that we have is row number. First, second one is rank function, and third one is chance rank function. And you asked me about the sum over function.
Hmm.
So sum over is used to calculate the running total. Okay,
Okay.
while row number what it does is it assigns a unique value, a unique number to every row records.
Hmm.
Even if the both the records having the same values, it is still define a unique value. And row number basically used in handling duplicate values. Okay, now rank function, what it does is, rank and dax rank, there is a bit difference between both of them.
Hmm.
Like rank, after the calculation, it gives the ranks to each of the records after calculation. But if the two rank, in case of rank,
Hmm.
if the two records having the same values, it provides the both the values. It provides the same rank to both, but it skips the next rank. I mean, it's break the next rank.
Hmm.
While
Hmm.
it is not a case of dense rank, it continues like consecutively. It gives the rank
Okay.
to all the
So
records.
you said sum over, right? So what did you said regarding sum over functions?
The sum over is used for calculating the running total.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Running total, sir.
Okay. Okay, I got it. So,
For in the calculation of running total.
yeah, I got it.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm able to hear your voice.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm able to hear Dipanshu. I think there is duplicate records of the sales or customers. Okay, anything. For example, you can consider sales. Okay, you have to
Hmm.
figure it out. Sales duplicate records in a
Hmm.
sales table. Okay, so what would be your
Hmm.
query? Like, could you please able to write on top of your message box? Finding duplicate records in a sales table.
Okay, okay, okay. After select.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Got it. So, okay. Now, I just want to ask you one more question. For
Hmm.
example, I just want to figure it out second highest salary from the each department. We have departments like, for example, sales department and marketing
Hmm.
department, supply chain department. Okay. I just want to
Hmm.
find out each department second highest salary from the each department employee.
Second highest salary from each department.
Each
Okay,
department.
sir. Oh, for each department, sir. Okay, I got understand. So, sir, in this case, I will use a structured way. Like I will using CT. Using the CTs, I will solve this question. May I?
Nice, nice, nice. Please go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Is this correct?
Let me recheck, sir. So I have created a temporary table using the CTE. Select salary government and select partition by salary.
Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. Nice. So let's go back to Power BI. Okay.
Hmm.
So in Power BI, what
Hmm.
files you have connected like data, like files Excel or CSV, anything, something.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
I'm talking about like regarding Excel files, CSV files, CSV, Excel files or SQL files. What kind of files you have connected? How many data sources you have used to
Okay,
connect
sir.
them?
Mainly while creating my projects, I mainly used Excel, CSV, and SQL database file only.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not other, because I have not worked now. So
Mm.
mainly all these files are
Got it.
used.
Got it. So, do you understand filter context, row context?
Yes, sir.
So, what does it mean by filter context?
Sir, filter context means the calculation is done, like the calculation is performed in the DAX after filtering the data. For example, the best example that use filter context are like slicers. Then when we use the calculate function,
Hmm.
and inside that we use the filter function, that it also use the filter context for filtering the data.
Hmm.
And filter, there is a filter feature also there that use the filter context.
Okay. What is row context?
Pressure score. Yes, row context.
Yeah.
Okay, so row context, in the row context the calculation is done row by row, in the row by row manner. For example, if you want to if in our table there are two columns, that is price per unit
Hmm.
and say like price per unit and quantity. So in order to calculate the total sales,
Hmm.
then we will be using the we have to multiply both of them.
Okay.
So this is best example of row context. Like row by row will be calculation, and then the total amount will be there in the next total revenue
Okay,
column.
what strategies you are going to implement while creating data modeling?
Data modeling.
Yeah.
So for creating an effective data modeling, so I would be using a star schema data model because it reduced our data redundancy and proper filtration propagation is there. And there is in fact what in a star schema there is a fact table at the center which is surrounded by the dimension tables, and there is a relationship between both the tables in one-to-many relationship, which is more effective than the many-to-many relationship.
Mhm.
And we can avoid the ambiguity using the data redundancy, and the performance of the Power BI report also get optimized by using the data model using star schema.
Do you know cardinality means?
Yes, sir. Cardinality means that one to many, many to many this kind, or so cardinality basically means how many the uniqueness that is present inside the column. For example, uh, like if we can reduce the then we should, in order to get the optimized Power BI report, we must ensure that the cardinality of our what we call data set, it must be reduced. For example, there is one age column, or let's say credit score column. If we want our so there are multiple unique values where every customer has got their unique or different credit score. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so but to reduce the cardinality in that column, we group them using the switch function into like a high credit score customers, like medium credit scores.
Do you know relationships in Power BI?
Yes, sir. There are four kinds of relationship. Not yes, three kinds of relationship. Like one to many, many to one, then many to many relationship, and one to one relationship. But mostly for creating the optimized report, we mainly use one to many relationship.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, got it. So, and so how you are going to optimize, report like dashboard? What
Uh,
strategies you are going to implement?
okay, so if we want to, there are multiple ways through which we can optimize the our Power BI report. The first one is using the query folding method that is present in the Power Query. So what query folding does is through which we can fold like 10 million records, okay, in the company enterprise data set. So using the query folding technique, we can only ask the Power BI can ask the SQL database or any cloud platform to ask only those records which are needed. For example, if we have to do the analysis on the records, sales records that are from India,
Hmm.
so using the Power Query, we can do so. The second thing is we should remove the unnecessary column at the source level
Hmm.
to get the to avoid the extra load or extra memory consumption. The
Hmm.
third optimization technique is in the modeling part. We should try to create the star schema method, like star schema data model, because if we create the snowflake schema, then number of joins increases. That would it reduce the data redundancy, but it will make our due to more choice, it makes our report performance lower.
Do
Then we can
you?
also
Yeah, I got it.
optimize the
I
tax function
Yeah, I
and
understood. Yeah, I understood. So, may I know like a filter DAX functions? Do you know filter DAX
filter
function? DAX
filter.
function.
Yes, sir. It returns a table based on a condition. It means filter. We can able to filter the records in the form of a table as per the condition, and it is generally used inside the calculate function.
Okay, I just want to find out total sales. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, how you are going to write down DAX query for that total sales?
Total sales, sir. I will I will total sales equal to sum. I will use the sum function.
Hmm.
Then inside, then I will open the bracket and sum, or write the name of the table sales, and then write the name of the column. Let's say the column name is uh, total amount, like amount, sales amount, and we'll close the bracket.
Okay, I got it. So I just want to find out only total sales amount for India.
India.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, sir,
Write down on the on top of message box.
okay, okay, okay. This was a simple calculation, though that's why I've used a simple sales region equal to India.
Okay, got it. So have you gone through with the Excel? Have you learned anything, anything, something have you done on top of the Excel, something like creating any?
Excel.
Yeah.
Sir, Excel, I have, yes, I have done like VLOOKUP, then index match functions I have applied, then pivot table and chart and slicers.
Okay,
These things
where you
are,
are going to use pivot tables?
sir, pivot tables, for example, if the stakeholder is asking,
Hmm.
for example, if our data set is very large and he wants the stakeholder or business user quickly wants to analyze this thing, the sales performance,
Hmm.
and summarize, he wants to summarize the table, like you want to know that summary, then in such case I will be using the pivot table. There we can use multiple feature like sorting the data or filtering the data, or
Okay.
using the pivot tables we can create pivot charts, then slicers, KPIs. So these are for reporting purposes, this
Okay.
mainly.
So for example, I just want to highlight okay few of the basic like for example, I just want to highlight salary greater than 5,000 rupees. Okay. For those
Hmm.
only employees. In that case, in that scenario, which function you are going to use on top of Excel?
Sir, on top of Excel, I will be using the conditional formatting function and will specify rules in the rules part that we see in the conditional formatting function related to the sales.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it, got it.
Mhm.
So on top of Power BI service, so
Mhm.
do you know gateways? Do you have any idea?
Power BI gateway, yes, sir. Sir, I have not applied, but I have the idea. Like Power BI gateway is used to connect. It is actually a bridge between the on-premise data service and Power BI service. So it connects using the user relationship. I guess we can able to make the create the connection between on-premise data sets and Power BI service, so that any updation or any new data that is feeded in the on-premise data sets using the scheduled refresh, we can get the fetch those data in our
Do
Power
you
BI
know?
service.
Okay. Do you know row level security?
Role, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, row level security, it is used to restrict the data. It is used to restrict the data on row level. So, suppose, let me explain you using the example. Suppose,
Just let me know what kind of row level security is available. How many types of the?
sir, there are two types of role RLS, static and dynamic.
Okay. Which one you are going to use?
Sir, I have not touched this. I'll just know the types
Okay.
of
Do you know data flows at least? Data flows?
data,
Flows. Data flows.
data flows. No,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Got it. So, and okay, I'm going to ask you some scenarios. Okay. Two, three. One question regarding scenario. For example, we had 1 millions of records. Okay.
Hmm.
So, in that
Hmm.
1 millions of records, so you are having some null values.
Hmm.
Okay. So, some null
Hmm.
values, some are like you have to replace some of the values. Okay. On top of Power Query and Power BI.
Hmm.
So, in that case, what would be your approach to replacing null values and as well as handling the errors itself? How would you approach something?
So you are asking about the now how you will handle the null values and all.
Null values as
Okay.
well as errors like spelling mistakes, something is there like so.
Okay. So first I will tell you about the how will I handle the null values.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, before handling the null values, we have to first see the data, explore the data,
Hmm.
and identify what are the critical columns and what are the non-critical columns. By critical column means we have sales ID, sorry, order ID, our critical column, then
Hmm.
sales amount, our critical column. Okay, by non-critical columns like phone number
Hmm.
or email ID, these are non-critical column. Okay,
Okay.
if the null values or any error present in our critical columns. Then I will straight away go to the business user and ask the business team how to handle those null values, because simply deleting the the records
Hmm.
will not be a fine or not a good thing. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Okay.
or suppose if we have a discount column.
Hmm.
Okay, in the discount column, if there is a null values, then we can simply replace that null values with zero.
Hmm.
Okay, but and that part also I have to ask whether this particular transaction, is there
Hmm.
any discount given or not. We have to approach the business team also. Okay, or for example, and there are also other cases like if the null values, there is a null or blank values
Hmm.
in the numerical column, then we can also replace it with average, sorry, yes, mean mean value. But if we have known, then in that column there is outliers are present, then
Okay.
we can replace it with median or any categorical column is there.
Okay.
Then for handling the null values in our categorical column, we will use the median, sorry, mean median mode. Yes, we
Got it.
can
Got
handle
it.
use the mode.
Yeah, I understood.
And
Understood.
we have to ask the business team, because before deleting any null values, because then the entire data set would be deleted,
Got it.
or we
Got it.
have to
Got it. Got
like.
it. So, as a fresher, so why should we hire as a fresher? You as a data analyst as a fresher? Do you have any something? Why should we hire you?
Sir, you should hire me because I have a structured, because I have a structured approach on of business of handling the business problem related to data. Like if I have given any data set, I do not simply jump to the data and creating the dashboard. The first step I do is understanding the business problem along with the context, because context matters. Okay, then uh, verify the problem you by asking the questions. The second thing I do is by asking the question, verifying the problem statement, like other questions from the business users. Then I have to collect the data from
Hmm.
the what all data needed for solving this particular problem. Then do the data validation, data cleaning, any transformation, then proper data modeling, and so on till visualization. So I follow a structured format. And then second reason you should hire me, because I just enjoy uh, gaining, extracting insights within the data, like understanding the trends, patterns, reading between the lines, what the data is uh, trying to say, means torture the data.
Hmm.
And the third and the most important thing, you should hire me because I believe I have a good storytelling method to a non-tech stakeholder, because humans, they love stories. They do not understand statistics and that numerical data most. I can able to connect the data and create stories, and without using heavy jargons, can able to explain.
Okay.
So these are the reasons.
Okay, I got it. So thank you, Dipanshu, giving the
Thank you.
giving the interview. And do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir. So I have three questions. So, sir, I want to know, if I joined your company, then how much of the role, how much part of the role is going to be the technical facing versus the business facing?
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Okay.
second question I have is, what any specific apart from SQL, Excel, and Power BI, what specific tools did your company work with that is not mentioned in the JD?
Hmm.
And the third question is, uh, what would be the next step in this hiring process?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So mostly you should
Sir,
have.
one more question. Like, what would be the success look like after working for the first next 60 days in a company? So these are the questions that I would like to ask.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Most of the work, so you should understand domain knowledge firstly, okay? So it's like a 60 to 40, okay? 60 to 30 ratio. So 60 percentage you need to understand domain knowledge. and 40
Mm.
percentage you should work on top of technically. Okay, like Power BI, SQL or Excel something. Okay, sometimes we
Mm.
are using Snowflake as well. So this is the process. Okay, mostly you have to focus domain knowledge and then technically, which is around 40 percentage. And the second question is, you asked about the second question, like, so the second question, what you did you ask?
So second question, how much any specific tools?
Yeah, regarding tools, so mostly instead of focusing tools, try to learn, okay, how you are going to solve the problem. Okay,
Mm.
so for example, in our organization, we had some sales team. So, but in
Mm.
particular region, we are not able to generate more revenue. So you need
Mm.
to figure out that you need to resolve that issue. So what was the issue regarding that product? Whether it is a marketing issue, whether it is a price issue, okay, whether
Mm.
it is like people are not able to buy. So why? Because they are adding that product into the cart, but they are not able to buy. So what was the issue?
Mm.
Is there any software issue? You should figure it out. You should solve these problems. So
And
mostly,
means I want to know
hmm,
where the chain is breaking. I have to find
yes,
the reason factors behind it.
yeah, yes, exactly. If you solve the problem, which is going to helpful for our business. And then
Mm.
you are next as a fresher coming up next 30 to 60 days, something you asked the third question, you are going to learn like mostly on top of business knowledge and technical knowledge. Okay,
Mm.
so combining these two, you will be able to understand some senior folks going to assist you regarding technically and as well as domain knowledge. They are going to
Mm.
provide you all the information regarding projects, and they will explain you, firstly giving them some few months of training itself. Okay,
Mm.
this is all about our role itself. And thank you so much. And as well
Yes.
as, so guys, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, so how the Dipanshu has been answered all the questions, and let me know your feedback as well, and we'll catch up in the next video, guys. So Dipanshu, stay in the line.
Yes.